The 2020-21 season is sure to be the start of a new era for Mumbai City FC, as it is their first full season under City Football Group, which was marked by the arrival of a new head coach, Sergio Lobera. The Spaniard brought a fair few FC Goa players along with him, and one of those big name signing was Ahmed Zahu. The Moroccan international did not start his life in Sky Blue too well, as he was sent off on debut. But since his return from suspension, he has been untouchable in midfield. So here is a tactical analysis that focuses on Zahu's brilliance in midfield. One of the main roles of a defensive midfielder in a possession-based side is to help with the build-up. Ahmed Zahu does precisely that for Mumbai City. Sergio Lobera has fielded a 4-2-3-1 in each of their 5 matches, and Zahu plays on the left side of double pivot along with Roland Borges. In possession, the two centre-backs spread out wide to allow Zahu to drop in between them as the two full-backs push up. Zahu's deep position also enables him to see where all of his teammates are, and then he can use his immaculate passing ability to pick them out if he notices any of them are in space. Evidently, Zahu is rather good at switching play from one side to another. He does so by luring the opponents to one side by carrying the ball in that direction before pinging the ball across to his free teammate on the other flank. Another thing that Zahu is rather good at is identifying and dropping into pockets of space from where he can help his side to breach the opposition lines. Most of Zahu's passes are simply 5-meter balls, but they are not without purpose. Such passes are useful in probing the enemy shape and can be used to draw opponents out of position. Usually, Zahu looks to find his teammates in between the lines with such passes, and once the opening is created, Zahu unleashes a longer, more difficult pass to exploit it. Against high-pressing sides, Zahu's deep position drags opponents away from the midfield, opening up space for Roland Borges to operate in. After 5 matches of Mumbai City, he made almost 100 touches and 82 passes both per 90, highest in the league, shows his involvement in the build-up. After helping his side in the build-up and pushing into the opposition half, Ahmed Zahu hovers around the halfway line. He always wants to have a time on the ball, and his deeper positioning allows him to ping long balls forward for his attacking teammates. Mumbai City usually pushes more players in attack, which means team facing them are generally have to drop back. This coupled with Zahu's deep position means that he always has time and space to receive the ball, allowing him to pick any passes he wants. As the opposition drops deeper and deeper, Zahu can get slightly further and sometimes goes to the edge of the attacking third. The key is that he is always behind all of his opponents, so he has time to make the incisive pass. One of the less glamorous jobs that Ahmed Zahu has to do for Mumbai City involves tactical fouling. As we discussed, Sergio Lobera sends a lot of men forward in possession, so only the two centre-backs and Zahu stay back. This means that the Moroccan midfielder has to screen his defenders and prevent counterattacks, which is where he has to be very smart with his tactical fouling. In 313 minutes he played so far, he committed 12 fouls, highest in his team and 4th highest in the league. Most of them are tactical fouls. However, this isn't exactly one of his strengths. Zahu is known to be a bit rash in his challenges at times, and that was quite evident when he got sent off on debut for a not so tactical foul. Zahu's importance to the team's playoff style was quite evident when Mumbai City struggled to create any big chances when he was absent in the second half against Northeast United and FC Goa. Then once he returned, the Islanders looked unstoppable against East Bengal, Odisha and Chennaiyin FC. It's quite obvious Ahmed Zahu is one of the better players in this Mumbai City squad, and he will probably be the key to their success. This video came in collaboration with letsfootballin.com. To read more articles about Indian football, please visit letsfootballin.com. The link is in the description below. And also subscribe to our channel.